This is Jeb Bridges, and when I want to hear I always turn on Texas Homegrown Radio. That's the good stuff, y'all.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cletus T. Judd, and that's right, you are watching The Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio with Jody Lee and Jeb Bridges. You must not have much to listen to else out there. Lord have mercy, how these two boys get on radio. Love you. See you. Cletus T. Out.
Homegrown. Thank you very much. Speaking of homegrown.
Hey, I'm Hudson Westbrook, and you're on The Morning Ride on TexasHomegrownRadio.com.
Hey, everybody, this is Ray Wiley Hubbard, and you're on The Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
Hey guys, this is Co Wetzel, and I am Texas Homegrown.
Ron hates Mondays. I'm not crazy about it either. I also don't like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays.
All right, welcome back in. It is The Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
Hey, did you see that, Jody?
See what?
Oh, Cletus T. Judd. He said you, and then I was like, me? And he goes, yeah, you.
Yeah, because he knows you would say that. I like that he wears his own merch.
Yeah. Hey, I think we got the speakers still going. There's
Yeah,
a
we do.
disturbance in the force.
Awesome.
Dude.
Natural reverb.
Herb.
Well, I would have turned it off, but you were like, turn the light on.
I need
Jeb
a
waits
light.
till like right 2 seconds before we come on to tell me to do
I
things.
need a night light when I'm not sleeping.
I was just excited you didn't get up out of your seat right as we were going live.
I was going to, but then I didn't.
Every time. I'll be right back. I'm like, what? Where are you
Wait,
going?
hold on. I'm going live
Just
right
going
now.
live.
Dang it. That's ADHD.
Oh, man. Good stuff.
That's how that works. Why'd you do that? I don't know. Why didn't you do half the things you do? I don't know. Nobody knows, but it's provocative. Gets people going.
Hey, I got to say good morning to your dad. He's watching this morning.
What's up, Pops?
Yeah. The dude, the man, the legend.
The man, the legend, the myth. It's a fact.
Oh, man. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Of course, you can watch and listen all different ways. You can find the links to do that at our webpage at TexasHomegrownRadio.com.
That's right. And now on Roku.
Probably.
Well, yeah, because YouTube's on Roku.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're on YouTube TV. There's people that watch us because Charles, by the way, I've been saying Charles's last name. I've been saying Farrar, and it's Farrah.
Oh.
He because he said something about it was like Farrah Fawcett, and I was like, I've been saying it wrong all this time. Like, why didn't you tell me? He was like, everybody always says it wrong. I'm like, yeah, but you should have told me.
Bruh.
I was like, hey, I get it, man. Coddle was like the worst. Like, I got called all kinds of things. Cuddle was the worst.
Cuddle.
Yeah.
Jody Cuddle?
The announcer of the football game said that one time. He goes, nice tackle by it was more like, nice tackle by number 57, Jody Cuddle. He like really emphasized the cuddle.
Cuddle.
Yeah, I'm like, he did that on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, because it was an out of town game. Like he was like trying to diminish my awesome tackle. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I wasn't cuddling him, I tackled him.
Like
Okay.
the announcer was a bully, right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, it was like cuddle. So when you're like, after you tackle someone and you're in a huddle, like, you know, everybody's piled on each other and you hear cuddle, everybody was like, whoa. Actually made my game better.
Yeah, you'd be like, come here.
I'm coming to cuddle you, boy.
I'm gonna cuddle you. Whether you want it or not, get over here.
It made him more scared of me. It was like, it's like the longest yard or something. But
Be
yeah.
like, come here, and then like take your position at the line. Oh, that's some funny crap.
Oh man, one time, and so people always messed up my last name. And one time in high school, we had this coach. He was a weird coach. He was our baseball coach, but he was really a football coach that didn't really know baseball at all. But they made him do baseball also.
Yeah.
But I remember Bob Hodges. Bob was a big dude. He was a linebacker, and he was playing baseball too. But he would call me Caudale. Caudale. But the coach thought he said GD, and Bob ran forever. He made him run, and Bob was like, I said Caudale. And I'm like, it's Caudle. If you said it right the first time, you would be trouble.
I said Caudale.
And the coach was telling him, like, and I'm like, you're saying it wrong too. Like, everyone's saying it wrong. Screw it. I was like, screw it. So I just started running with him. And the coach was like, why are you running? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's my fault somehow. I probably need the exercise.
Everybody tried to make fun of my last name, but it really didn't work. All they could come up with was Britches.
Yeah. And you're like, heard that one before.
It's just Britches. Hey, what's up, Britches?
Well,
I'm like,
in all honesty, though, you don't want to burn your bridges, but you also don't want to burn your britches. Because
Yeah,
I've
that's a
done that,
good
and that's
point.
not fun either.
No.
Yeah.
in the 80s, y'all, in the 80s, everybody did weird stuff with their jeans. Shoot them with shotguns.
I don't want to talk about
catch
it.
them on fire.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know?
I don't want to talk about it. Nope. Hey, good morning, Craig Allen.
What's the best shell for that? Remington or
Not buckshot. Can't wear jeans to school with a big hole in the crotch. That's what I get for trying to be in fashion. I tried. Yeah, everybody was shooting their pants with shotguns to get the little holes in it. So 'cause when you draw them, they would like get the little holes in it. And everybody was doing that. And my dad came outside, and I was like, "Ooh!" He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Trying to make my pants cool." And he goes, "I don't think you should use buckshot." And I looked over, and there was a hole in the crotch. Like, he's, "I don't think you're gonna be wearing those to school." I'm like, "Shh." So I go to get it. He goes, "Quit wasting your jeans. Do not shoot another pair of pants." It's like, dang it.
Oh man!
But my hay hauling jeans were cool because
Hey,
you
we
wear
did.
out the knees hauling hay, you know.
Yeah.
And then that became in style. I'm like, man, I should have kept all those pants I wore out
I know.
hauling hay.
No, I definitely had a pair. I've always had a pair of jeans with no knees. I can't help it. It's not even something I do on purpose. They just end
You're
up
just
that
hard
way.
on pants.
They just end up that way. I remember though there was kids
Jeb
that used
hard
to,
on britches.
there was right. There used to be kids that would like sandpaper their the knees on their shit. I was like, I'm just trying to figure out how not to make holes in my jeans.
Because you're always working in them. That's it.
Yeah.
They want it to look like they worked.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's the thing. That's the problem with kids today. So I was talking to Brad yesterday. This guy, and we're talking about how like kids get hurt so easy nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like we did the same things.
We bounced a lot when we were
Yeah.
kids.
Like, I mean, there was kids that were dying from like being pulled behind the truck on the ice, and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's one is because we did the same things, but we knew how to roll, but also the people driving knew, okay, I'm not going to spin you into something. Like, you know what I mean? Like we did stupid things, but we also,
We did it enough. We knew how to do it.
Right.
Not that stupid.
Right. We learned. But it's like kids get hurt doing the simplest things nowadays.
Yeah.
And like basketball, I'm so tired of watching. I watched a bunch of college basketball over the break, and there's so many floppers. Like they're like, "Oh, I got hurt. I can't." I'm like, "What? We played no blood, no foul." Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
What is going on? I feel like kids get hurt way too easy these days.
Sissies.
We were tough. Like
Yeah.
we lived out. We were free range.
You just come home by the time the street lights
When
come
the
on,
street
you're
lights-
good.
Yeah. You just
We
come
were-
home before someone's.
We're the last of the feral generation.
And everybody's like, "Oh, well, it was safer back then." No, it wasn't. We just didn't have social media to know how bad it really was. like there was a lot of weirdos back then too,
It's true. It's true.
But we also, like, I grew up, and I'm sure you did too. Like your dad taught you like what to do if a stranger tried to kidnap you or take you. Like,
Oh yeah.
my dad taught me like how to hit them in the nose and make the bone go in their brain and kill them.
Yeah.
Like, that was something I learned at a young age. Like,
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
really thought I knew how to protect.
Exactly.
He was like, you take your palm of your hand and
Yep.
Like that's what our parents taught us.
Exactly. Yeah. Or, just like pick something up and stab them with it if you have to.
Make a shank.
Rocks are great weapons.
Hide and make a shank, and then you jump out. No, my dad. I mean, that's
Keep
how
a shank on you.
But we were raised different.
Well,
Like we
one
were
time my
raised to
dad
be
came
tough.
out into the garage, and I was out there making knives. And he's like, "What is all? That's not a knife, son. That's a head stabber." Because I'd taken like this long dowel.
That's
He's
not
like,
a knife.
He's like, "What are you making shanks?" So are you practicing for your prison stint or what? I'd taken like a piece of like wire, basically like
That escalated quickly. It really got out of hand fast.
it's basically like a big giant nail. And I'd put a handle on it, and like with I took
that's
electrical
scary.
tape and was twisting it and like wrapping it over and over again. And my dad comes out, and I'd put a hilt on it and everything. He's like, "What are you doing?"
What are
And
you
I was
making, Jeb?
making knives. He goes, "That's a head stabber. That's not a knife. Like, what are you gonna do with that?"
That's not a knife. This is a knife. Oh man.
Oh
Good
man,
times.
yeah, good stuff.
But that's like our parents. Like they trained us like we were Rambo or something. Like we were prepared for the worst,
Oh, yeah.
and then nothing ever bad happened. Like
And my dad one time came home, and I was about to drop in off the roof on a skateboard, and all my friends were standing in the driveway, and I was on the peak of the roof, and he pulls up and he gets out, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'll skateboard off the house." And he's like, "Get off of my roof. You're gonna screw up my shingles." And I was like, "Oh." Like that's why he was mad. He's like, "Don't screw up my shingles." But he didn't know that I had already gone off the roof once, but into the grass just to see how it would work out,
that's so funny. Me and my cousins, we had the idea to jump off the house onto the trampoline into the above ground swimming pool.
Yeah.
But there was a really big stretch between, and you had to go over the chain link fence to get there. So you had to jump off the roof onto the trampoline, over the chain link fence, into the but you had
Awesome.
you had to like, it was
Your
long.
trajectory had to be right.
Yeah, and so my cousin was gonna try it, be chickened out. Like once he hit the trampoline, he chickened out because it's a long way over there, and he was afraid he wasn't gonna make it. And so he hit the chain link fence, and it slit his head open, and had to have like 6
Hesitating is what gets you
stitches.
every time.
I'm like, if
never
you
hesitate.
just went for it, you had it.
Never hesitate.
But no one ever tried it after that. Like,
Aw.
but it seemed like a good
But
idea.
that was us when we were kids. Though our parents, if we got on a roof, they weren't like worried about us dying. They're like, "You're gonna screw up my shingles. You're gonna mess my roof up."
My grandpa, one time he came back from working in the field, and I was on the roof, and he goes, "What are you doing on my roof?" I said, "I'm scared of heights, so I just climbed up here until I'm not scared anymore." He goes, "Okay." Walked inside, and like probably an hour or two went by, and I come back down, went inside. He goes, "You scared of heights now?" I said, "I don't think so." He said, "Good." And that was it. Like, you know what I mean? Like nowadays, he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna die. You're gonna fall off and break your
Yeah,
neck."
some Karen, she'll call police.
Yeah.
I need a ladder truck here now to get my son off the roof.
My grandpa's like, "Okay,
Cool.
good idea."
Yeah. Oh man. Not too long ago I came home and one of my daughters was up on the roof and my other kids were cheering her on.
They're like, "What do you mean cheering her on?" Like,
she had climbed up
jump.
the back gate and somehow scaled the back gate, and it has like a an over thing, and she climbed up it and got on the roof. I was actually pretty impressed. And I come home and she's on the roof, and I pull in and I could see her go like this, like she's up there, she's like, "Yeah," and my kids are like, the kids are all like, "Yeah, woohoo!" And then she sees me and she goes, "Oh my god!" Like I could see her, and she disappears around the back of the house, And I go in the house and I see her, and she's like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey." She never said anything about it, and she's kind of like, I was like, "So what are you doing on the roof?" She's like, "Nothing." I was like, "Okay, cool." So like a week passes, and she's like, "Hey, can I get on the roof?" And it's like, "I guess."
Still don't know why.
She climbed back up there.
Just wanted a different view.
She just wanted to get on the roof.
You know,
And she was so surprised I wasn't mad. She thought I was going to be mad. I was like, "It's fine.
You know,
just don't mess it up."
maybe because I'm old, but I was thinking about this the other day. Like back in the 80s, I really thought ninjas were going to be a bigger thing because there was a lot of ninja movies. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, Beverly Hills Ninja.
no, way before that. There was like American Ninja 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome movies. Like there was a lot of ninja movies, and like a lot of the like action movies, ninjas would appear.
Yeah.
I really thought that was going to be a bigger thing.
You know what's
And
funny about that?
I found an old thing I did for school. Where you fill out like questions.
Yeah.
I was like in the 3rd grade, and it said like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I put doctor or a ninja.
dude. You know what's really funny though? It's like the 80s. Everybody thought ninjas were a problem, but if you think about it, like now we have this long-standing problem with China. It might be like we might have ninjas coming.
I feel like we,
but you can't ninja a bullet.
I feel like ninjas are over.
Ninja schminja.
But I really thought
Karate chop a bullet.
I really thought ninjas and quicksand were gonna get me one day.
I know, but your shirt, like it really.
When I was a kid, every TV show, like there was an episode where someone fell in the quicksand. Like it happened on Laverne and Shirley. It happened on Gilligan's Island a bunch. I really thought quicksand was going to be like a bigger problem.
Yeah, but
I've never seen quicksand ever, actually.
I like your shirt though. Ninja schminja. Can't karate chop a bullet.
My dad got me that from a gun show when I was little, and it had a ninja dropping his nunchucks going, and you just see this hand with a pistol with a 44 mag. And I wore it to school. I got sent home.
Ninja
I don't know why they
schminja.
wouldn't let me wear that to school.
Oh man.
I also got in trouble for wearing a Spuds McKenzie shirt.
And a Coca-Cola shirt.
And a Coca-Cola shirt. Because the principal thought that Coke still had Coca-Cola. But
they had a Coke machine.
They had our cups in the lunchroom were Coca-Cola, wax Coca-Cola cups that we drank out of.
Yeah. Got that one thrown out.
Yeah.
No probation. Don't pass go.
Yeah. I was my own lawyer on that one. I represented myself.
Exhibit A. From your
yeah,
kitchen.
From your cafeteria that is right across from your office.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
in fact, there's a cup on your desk right there.
It says Coca-Cola.
Do you have You must be doing Coke to think that this is... Those were expensive shirts, too, back in the day, the Coca-Cola shirts. They weighed like 100 pounds. They were so heavy.
Yeah.
But I wanted one because everybody else had one. That's back when I cared what everybody else did. Then that's when I realized that I didn't need to be like everybody else. Like I was cooler to be my own self. And then I would do things that no one else would do. And then they would start doing it. And then I didn't like doing it anymore because then everybody copied me.
I was always a wild man.
One time I had 2 pairs of Air Jordans. And I was real tired one morning. And I put 2 different Air Jordans on. Like I didn't realize it. Because they were both black, but they were different. And then everybody else noticed it. And I was like, yeah, it's because it's cool. That way it shows I have 2 pairs instead of 1 pair. And so then everybody started mixing their shoes, and I'm like, "Oh, come on, man! Like, really?"
Trendsetter.
I was an influencer way back. I wore my pants backwards one time, like the little kids, crisscross.
Yeah,
that was a terrible idea.
Yeah,
when you got to pee and you're trying to reach around to find the button. Like,
yeah,
it's not. There's a reason the fly's in the front.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Nobody made fun of me for that.
Oh yeah, I did it to get attention, as Misty would say.
That's a bad one, dude.
I just like to mix it up.
That's a bad one. You wear your pants backwards, man. What are you doing?
There was a kid one time, and he would wear like pocket protectors and stuff.
Yeah,
really smart guy, but he was kind of like the nerd.
What is a pocket protector?
Where you put your pins in. Like it's plastic, so that way if your pins leak, it don't get on your shirt.
Okay.
You never seen a pocket protector?
No.
It's like a little plastic sleeve that goes in your pocket.
Okay.
You put your pins in it, because if your pen leaks and it's in your pocket, then you get ink all over you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a lot of people say nerds wear them, but they're
pocket protector.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
And people made fun of me, and he carried a briefcase, so I did that too. Just so that if they're gonna make fun of him, I did it, and then it made it cool.
So then all of a sudden he was cool.
Yeah,
nice.
I was like, people are dumb.
Yeah,
that's when I realized. I really realized as a young lad that people were sheeples.
Yeah. See, I did the opposite in school. I was just kind of a wild man. I did the opposite of whatever everybody else did. Got in fights. People made fun of me. Like, I do things on purpose sometimes so people make fun of me so I could fight them. I figured girls like
It's a
guys
good
that
thing.
can whoop.
It probably is a good
ass.
thing we weren't friends because I would have been your hype guy. I would come up with elaborate plans
You know what I'm
to make
saying?
it happen. I'm like,
I
oh, you want
egged
to fight
it
this
on.
guy? I make it happen. Like
I egged it on so bad, dude.
I would have been like your
Oh my god.
for real. Like you could have been waiting in the wings, and I would be like, oh, look, I got a plan.
My poor mother.
I'd been hiring actors to come help me.
Oh my god, my poor mother. She literally like one time drove through the gates at the school because like, man, it's like I was always in trouble, but my poor mama, she always was on my side, even when I was like wrong, which was a lot. And you couldn't tell my mother that I
She
was
tried.
wrong back in. Like she would tell me after it was all over, after she was done fighting the school, then it was my turn.
She ain't gonna let nobody else whoop you, but she's gonna do it when you get
Bro, like she gets so mad. Like they put me in this like the AEP thing, and there was this one teacher like really hated me, and she was like, some stuff happened with that teacher. She was like, don't let that teacher around my kid anymore. So they put me in an AEP with that teacher, which I was fine. I mean, I was a shithead, whatever, like I really egged problems on in school because I hated being there. I didn't want to be there. So my mom drives her truck through the gate. They had the back gate locked. It drove her truck through the gate and hit it and broke it open. And then ran up there
come bust you out.
and freaking pounding on the door to get in there.
That's awesome.
And they had like the cops up there, and they're like, "What are you doing, Mrs. Bridges?" She's like, "I'm getting my son." Yeah.
That's the most outlaw thing I've heard today.
Oh man, I was always in trouble. I was the only person that I knew that was a white kid in the juvenile justice AEP.
Well, that's if you think
I had to take a bus into Austin and go to East Austin to like a bad kid's school because I spray painted the school.
you were in trouble.
I was always trouble.
Yeah, you're a lot better now.
Yeah.
You got it out of your system early.
Yeah. I spray painted my high school and I didn't know it was a felony. It's like they pulled me into this room and they're like, "Hey, so we got you on camera for spray painting the school," and I was like, "Really? I didn't see a camera." And he goes, "Yeah, that's because there was a bus turned backwards, and apparently the camera on the bus got me." So he shows me the video of me.
No getting out of that one.
And I was like, "Oh crap!" So he goes, "Listen, I like you." He's like, "I know that the school doesn't like," and he's in the middle of telling me like, give me the speech of like, "You don't have to be like this." And I hear the principal call, which the principal just talked to my dad and was like, "Hey, we're trying to do everything we can to make sure he doesn't end up in jail and this and that." And then I hear her call on, he puts it on speaker. And she's like, "You arrest him right now. You take him to jail. We don't want him here anymore." Like just going off. And he's like, "Shut up. Don't tell me what to do with my arrest." Turns off. He goes, "See, they got it out for you. Like, you got problems here, son." And he goes, "I like you." He's like, "I know you're trouble, but I think you got a future." And he was like, "I don't think you got to keep doing this stuff. But what you did is a felony. So I got to do something." He goes, "Here's the thing. I don't care. I just made detective. This is my last week here. Or like my last semester here. And then I'm a detective." And he goes, "I don't think you're a bad kid." But he goes, "But I don't want to see you in 10 years as a detective."
Yeah.
And then
That's the way cops should be, like with kids. That's what it should be.
He took me out and walked me through the hallway, right? And I got like leather jacket on and my hair's down to my freaking waist, And he walks me by my girlfriend, puts me in handcuffs just to walk me by my girlfriend. And she's like outside the cafeteria. And she goes, "Bye, babes. See you later." And he goes, "You're not going to see Mr. Bridges for a long time."
He's trying to make you look cool.
Yeah, it just keeps pushes me a little, just to like for extra effect.
That's a good cop.
That worked out good for me.
That's the way cops should be right there.
That worked out good
It's
for
a
me
good
later.
wingman.
But
Yeah,
that was
but-
my last big trouble.
But think
After
about
that,
it
I was like,
that.
"You're
What if
probably
it would
right."
have been a different guy? What if
Yeah.
he'd have handled it differently?
Then I would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
have
what I'm
stayed
saying.
in jail.
Be on your record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank goodness for somebody that handled things right.
Well, but that was like my last big trouble that I had in school, and then I was like, "All right,
I gotta change my ways.
kind of." I mean,
yeah.
sort of.
It's kind of like So I sent you a deal. I don't know if you saw about George Jones. This guy named Billy would write songs, and he would always pitch them to George Jones, and he kept pitching this song to George, and George's like, "Yeah, it's not for me." He pitched it to him like once, and then he waited like a couple years, and he pitched. He thought he would forget because it was George, and he pitched it to him again, and George goes, "No, I don't think it's for me." Did that like 2 or 3 times, and then he went to record a new album, and his record people played him some songs. One of them was that song, and he goes, "Man, I love that song. I wonder why Billy never pitched that song to me." And so he recorded it, but then he had a wreck after he recorded it and almost died, and that's when he decided to quit drinking and all that stuff. It's when he wrecked on the bridge. So anyway, that song came out, and it was basically his life, but the song was Choices.
Oh, I've got choices.
Yeah, and he said it was like a chilling thing, like that was the song. He kept this guy for like, I don't know, 6 years had been trying to get him to do this song.
No kidding.
And then that's the song that they wouldn't let him sing on the word show that Alan Jackson sang.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Small world.
It is crazy. Yeah. Man, I tell you what, we all got choices. I made some bad ones, but my mom and dad were always in my corner, man.
But that guy,
they've always backed me
I thought it was
up.
cool that guy, like he he wanted George to do that song. He just kept waiting.
George was such an enigma, man. That guy, he was him.
Yeah, there's only one George Jones.
Dude, there was nobody like George Jones, man. I feel like George Jones and Billy Joe Shaver should have been best friends.
Yeah,
honestly.
They might have killed each other.
Maybe.
They wouldn't probably not have been good for each other.
Waylon loved old,
but yeah,
Waylon said that George Jones was the greatest country singer of all time. You know,
I agree. Yeah, he said everybody wanted, if they could sing how they wanted it, they'd all sing like George.
Man, that guy just had a voice that'd bring you to tears every time.
Just terrible living life, though. Like,
some of the best performers are terrible at living life.
I've said that for years.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, well, part of it, I guess.
It is part of it.
I saw a deal also about Billy Joe, how he had a heart attack at Greenhall, and then he was supposed to have surgery. They wanted him to have heart surgery. The doctors didn't want him to leave, and they wanted him to have heart surgery right away. It was so bad because he had a heart attack on stage, and instead he went on tour with Kinky Freeman, like out of the country, just to get away, and then came back and had his bypass surgery.
That's
afterwards.
Crazy.
Yeah. Go figure.
That dude, man, again.
He's a tough son of a gun.
Oh, Billy Joe, man, he wasn't the best singer, but man, I think he was the best songwriter.
He was a great songwriter, yeah. I think
in my opinion.
I think so too. He wrote some good ones.
If I could channel one songwriter, that would be him.
But there again, the life versus the talent. Like, Townes Van
he was
Zandt,
so great to talk to, though, man.
Townes Van Zandt was a great songwriter, not a great singer, but a great
Billy Joe,
great
man.
Songwriter. And he lived horribly too.
But if you sat at the table with Billy Joe Shaver, man, he could talk to you forever, and you'd never get tired of the conversation.
No.
That dude had stories forever, and the way he'd tell you the story just captivated.
Yeah.
It's like Rusty Weir, man. Like he starts talking and you just listen.
Hey, speaking of, Kobe Weir is putting his band back together, man.
Yes.
So we're trying to get trying to get Kobe to come in and talk with us.
Your name is Kobe.
But he's being all secretive about all this stuff of what he's doing. But he's putting the band back together, and
Kobe Weir's the bomb, bro.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to get him in studio with us soon.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Anyway, I'm working on that. We'll see what happens. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some more. It is the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. Now in Morse code.
Got the whole message.